Okay. Do we want to try this again?
Sure.
No, let's just go cold, just like we always do, Devin. So what do you say? We go cold? Let's go cold. Let's do it.
Let's go cold.
Well, welcome to the DevNBob Show, episode 26. We've made it past one milestone, Devin. This is where you chime in and say, "Wow, yeah, we did make it." But if you don't want
the 100 or the 20 past the 25th episode, is that the milestone?
Yeah, it's a pretty big milestone.
Yeah, it's a huge milestone. I wish you had sent me a memo about like the milestone though. I'm not good with remembering anniversaries.
I forgot to put the TPX cover on it, so my bad. Sorry, it must not have gotten to you. I did send the memo out, I swear.
It's all good.
It's all good. So, as always, if you are new to this show, this is the DevNBob Show. This is where we talk about some of the video game topics that are going on in the industry. We talk about some of the games that Devin and I are playing. Pretty awesome stuff, I know. And we also highlight a different artist, YouTuber, developer, whatever it may be. They get a chance to promote themselves. So tonight, just like many nights, we do have a guest. And the guest tonight is Miserable Hair People. Welcome.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Okay, don't answer me.
I was waiting for Bob to say something. No, it's going great. How are you guys?
No, that was perfect dramatic.
We're doing good. Thanks for having us.
Are you kidding me? Dude, that was like the perfect dramatic pause of like when some rookie comedian gets up on stage like, "Hey, how's it going tonight?" and just dead silence.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Welcome to Kevin's life.
Yeah.
That's great, by the way.
Yeah.
All my comedic experiences go really well.
Yeah. Anytime I call you on the phone, I'm like, "Hey, are we getting together this week?" It's just,
yeah, okay.
So this, as I said earlier, this is your chance. I want our audience, the DevNBob Show audience, to know who the Miserable Hair People are. So go ahead and talk about your channel. Maybe, what sets you apart from other YouTubers, one of your favorite video series, something like that.
Okay, so we're the Miserable Hair People, and we do the basic Let's Play shit. But our little shtick is that we have puppets, and instead of a regular face cam, we puppeteer to whatever video game we recorded, and try to be as funny as we can, and edit it down to the golden moments, and try to entertain people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about, entertaining people.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because I hate people, and I feel like my hatred for them.
But I want them to love me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
mean,
mean,
they're sweet, sweet money.
Is that too much to ask? I hate everybody, but give me your money.
Yeah. That's the American dream, right?
No, it's not give me your money. It's love me and give me your money.
No, I don't. I don't care if they love me.
Hate you, and you're okay with it.
Yes.
No, I don't care. I don't care if they love me. I just want their money.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what separates us.
You're cutting out the middleman then.
Well, right. And I'm totally kidding because obviously we don't make any money on the show and we're just here playing games.
Yeah, neither do we.
Yeah, no.
So we do love everybody, actually. That's why we have you guys on our show.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
I hate that we have to explain that. Like, yeah, we don't make any money at all.
At all.
Cents on the dollar, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So wait, you're telling me you guys...
We owe YouTube money by the time it's all said and done.
Well, I was going to say, I think I've spent way more than I've even come close to making.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cameras and fucking puppet materials. God damn it.
Yep.
Do you guys make your own puppets?
Yeah.
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 What kind of background do you need to make a puppet?
YouTube tutorials.
I'm guessing children's pastor.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we run a Bible camp in the off season. There's no off season.
Can I do butt fucking kid jokes?
Nope.
Okay.
Damn
it.
Nope.
Shit.
No, that's kind of weird. So for the audience, and you guys may not ever know this, but we do have rules that Devin and I, present to our guests before the show. And I mean, these miserable hair people have tested every boundary and every limit so far. And we've been recording for 5 minutes. So imagine that, guys. Imagine that. So, all right, go on. But not about the butt fucking child thing that you wanted to talk about.
Which, by the way, somebody needs to make that a hashtag.
Nobody, no, that doesn't ever need to be made into a hashtag.
You know the like searchable links that you put in YouTube every time, every video.
Hashtag butt fucking children.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All we like to do is disappoint pedophiles. That's our main goal, really.
Because they're going to search butt fucking kids on YouTube because they're stupid.
Yeah.
And we're going to come up.
And they're like, what's with this puppet shit?
Could you imagine that? Like, is that step one for a pedophile?
YouTube.com.
Yeah. I think that's introduction to pedophiles. It's not, if you're a good one, you obviously, you know where to go.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
local park.
Yeah.
Ice cream van, something like that is usually a good start.
Wiggles concerts. That's where I imagine most people would find kids.
That's
where
a holiday
Kevin hangs out. Because you have to go to Australia.
Do they not tour?
They might tour. I don't think anymore.
Okay, I have first-hand experience with this because I've got
fucking kids.
No, with the Wiggles, you dipshits.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say I'm gonna make a couple of calls real quick.
Yeah.
So they do tour, and they actually have like American members, like North American members.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
they like to remain culturally relevant.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the Wiggles can go fuck themselves because they are absolutely the worst thing that my children are into.
I don't want kids specifically for... I can't listen to that shit.
Well, also, speaking of other hashtags I use on the regular, the Wiggles can go fuck themselves.
Here's another one, yeah.
Dude, that's perfect. I mean, I use that in everyday sentence, and now that I have the idea to hashtag it, dude, my day is set. Yeah. My day is set. So I want to go back.
We derailed a little bit.
Yeah,
No. I want to go back to puppets. Okay. Why? Yes. What made you guys go, you know what'd go really good here today? Let's do a fucking puppet.
I remember, the tiny bit of backstory, Sam and I met in college. We're both animation majors. And you had shown me a video of, what's his name? From Invader Zim. Johnny Vasquez. Yeah. And he used puppets to direct his actors, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was a dick, and his voice actors, he'd come up behind him with a puppet of himself and direct them in their voice acting for the show. Mm-hmm. And I don't know where you're going with that, but I was just explaining what it was.
Yeah. And I just remember thinking that of like, that's kind of a funny idea. And like, I just wish we had that during college. Yeah. And we were just talking about it one day. I was like, it'd be so fun to like give critiques using puppets because everything sounds better coming from furry faces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like your work fucking sucks.
Yeah, you need to redo all of this.
Feels a lot better from a fuzzy little head than my fuzzy little head.
Like Triumph the comic dog, they can literally get away with saying anything and you can't be mad at them.
Even though the guy is sitting right there with his hand up Triumph's ass.
Yeah.
Saying, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, and all the interviewers are looking at Triumph too. It's the best thing. So yeah, I just remember thinking like, that's a funny idea, and then it was just like, we should just make puppets, just for fun. Because I was bored, and then I think you were the one that was like, let's just do it on YouTube. That'd be fun.
Well, yeah, because we started the channel in college doing animations.
Yeah, and you can go back and see all of our
crappy animations.
Yeah.
Well, nothing's crappy, guys.
What's up?
Nothing's crappy.
Oh,
it's all good.
I beg to differ.
A lot of things are crappy.
Yeah, like our animations.
Justin Bieber used to be crappy.
The Wiggles.
Yeah.
Pedophiles.
Yeah,
pedophiles are crappy. You guys are right. So I'm sorry. My bad. I take back what I said.
There you go.
But anyway, moral of the story is we got tired of our stupid dumb faces doing the face cam thing, so we got puppets.
Yeah.
Now, do your puppets, do they look like you guys, or are they just made up faces?
Kind of. When I first made them, they were just generic puppets and like, oh, this is kind of funny, and you were the one to be like, let's just dress them up like us. Let's just make them us.
Yeah.
So they have like our beards and kind of our hair, and we got like little baby shirts that we put on them, and yeah.
So did you guys get weird stares buying baby shirts? Because
I definitely do. It's creepy because you can go into like a we have a store here called Twice as Nice, and that's what it's called. It's just used clothing, and it's creepy that I walk in by myself, breathing heavy because it's Arizona and it's 110 outside. And then I make a beeline for the baby clothes, hold up a shirt, and then measure it to my forearm. like anyone who looks at that, it's like, oh, he's good.
He's gonna wear that kid.
Yeah, he's gonna wear that child puppet. Yeah.
Man, yeah. I could imagine probably seeing that and going, this ends one of two ways. Should I call the cops now or later?
Or wait till he's purchasing them? Yeah. I remember I went in once and there was like a suit for like $3 and it was like kind of cool. I was like, I'll buy this. So I went up and I bought it and I gave the lady the pants because I was like, I don't need the pants.
Yeah.
And I thought I was trying to be like sweet. I was like, I'll save you guys $1. You could resell it. I didn't realize till like I got in my car like how fucking creepy that is. Like, I'm buying your baby clothes. I don't need the pants. Wink. It's like,
dude, that is awful.
Yeah, it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Or you might have.
I don't.
Is it awesome
but that's
though?
us.
Is it really awesome though? I mean, truly, is it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Life is too short not to make people uncomfortable for your own amusement.
Constantly, every day, all day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I make everybody uncomfortable at all times.
Yeah,
so,
that's the plan.
So, what more do you guys want to tell people?
Series is.
Oh, yeah. We do...
Omegle.
We do a weekly series where... have any of you guys ever been on Omegle.com?
Nope. I don't know. I don't even know what .com
of it.
means.
I've never been on it.
Yeah, it's just an anonymous chat website. There's like video chat and then there's text chat.
You guys are not doing well with your creepiness.
No, we're all in. We're all in. And it used to be kind of a cool website, like, a decade ago, and then creepy sex perverts took it over to like do like weird sexual role plays with it. So I remember just chatting with people and being like, hey, how's it going? Like, I live in Australia. It's like, oh, that's cool. And like, just, you don't make friends, but you just sit and chat. So it's a cool way to kill like an hour. But now it's all like, yeah, let me see your boobs. And it's like, that sucks. So I don't know why. I was just like, let me go on and just fuck with people. And that'll be fun. So I'll do that and like get an entire chat and then like recreate it with the puppets. And like, it's fun.
Yeah, and I've never seen it, so he gets my kind of fresh reaction.
Yeah, I don't show Sam because he just likes to react.
I'm illiterate.
Yeah,
let's just get out with it.
Yeah,
I'm illiterate and I can't read it, so when he has to read it to me, and then I react to it, and it makes for a video.
A video.
One or two, absolutely. So again, everybody listening, miserable hair people.
Yep.
Check out their shit. So their link is in the description. Make sure to subscribe if you like it. I mean, I'm not a big puppet fan, but these guys are pretty funny. So
I love it. I watched a couple of their videos today, and I really, really enjoyed them.
Hey,
thank you very much.
Good shit.
That makes us very happy.
Yeah. So
I am as hard as a towel rack right now. Thank you.
You guys, you can send me my $5 PayPal.
Yeah.
Just after this, give us your information.
We'll PayPal you.
Well, it's kind of funny that we talk about that. I mean, I really want to go into the topic tonight because it's awesome. But we'll hit the other boring one real fast. And this is where we cue the bumper for Stuff You Play. Okay.
Stuff You Play!
So again, if you're new to the show, Stuff You Play is something that Devin, myself, and our guest, Miserable Hair People, play outside of YouTube. So something that we're playing that it can be on YouTube for you guys that don't, play games outside of YouTube, but it's something that we play that we feel like our audience should know about, should listen to, or should, go and buy and play. So we always start with a guest. So I will let you two fight over it. Who goes first? But go.
I like video games. I don't play a ton that isn't for the channel because I'm either editing videos or like working or something. The only thing I really play that isn't like I record is Rocket League. I fucking love Rocket League.
Why? What about? I had it for PS4. What about Rocket League do you like the most?
It's like the most just pick up and play game. You don't have to watch a 20-minute cutscene. You don't have to do all that stuff. The like matchmaking's pretty quick, and you could sort by like regions, so you're not playing with someone in New York where their internet's like super laggy, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah, and we should mention that Kevin's a sports fan.
Yeah, I play mostly sports games that isn't for channel stuff.
Yeah.
So then Rocket League would definitely be in your wheelhouse then.
Yeah, totally. And I hate soccer, which is weird. I don't like cars and I hate soccer, but Rocket League is super fun.
Put them together and your mind is blown.
Yeah, it's insane.
To be fair, though, they're the least like cars and the least like soccer you could possibly get.
It's great.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So Rocket, it's pretty fun, and I never got the hook. I didn't play online. I was playing it like I had to cover a shift one time for a friend, and I was playing it like 3 or 2 in the morning. And I was super tired, so it may have been that I didn't care to do.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But I'll give it another try.
I would say give it another try. It's fun. It's pretty fun. It's not the world's greatest game or anything, but like it's just a fun pick up and play. Play it for 30 minutes, and you go, okay, I'm bored, and then you play something else.
I enjoyed it, but I felt like it would be a game that I would enjoy more with friends playing with me, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like it when friends play with you, Devin?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so much more friendly together than alone, right?
Yeah, there's just something about having an extra hand, you know?
Right. It just
Are we breaking a rule right now?
I feel like we're breaking a rule. The racist one, right? Is that
it's the
racist rule. Yeah, good job, guys. Fuck it, we're done. All right. Sam, what is your game?
Mine is Civ 5 right now.
Nice.
I like some strategy games from time to time. I don't like the pressure to complete them. And Civ is just one of those games that you can play, like set it on all the highest time and difficulty and stuff like that, and play it for hours and hours and hours, and never finish a game. And I like that.
Nice.
And it's just fun. It's good strategy. Other than that, though, I'm usually a first-person shooter person.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm really into Rainbow Six Siege. It's probably one of the most dynamic first-person shooter experiences I've ever had. Just because the levels they're really small, but they're so intricate, and there's so many different creative ways that you can go about each engagement that is really addicting if you are successful. Or you get your shit rocked and you feel like an asshole.
But there's like replay value in it?
If you're into that first-person shooter kind of develop your own skill rather than earn things mentality.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see what they're able to come up with for like competitive gaming for that game. I have a feeling that it could be one of the highlights, one of the games that people flock to for competitive gaming.
That's what they thought originally when it came out, but it's since become kind of bogged down with technical issues that make it really incompatible with
esports.
Yeah, esports. Because I mean, they have a function in the game where every headshot, no matter what the firearm, is a one-shot kill.
Ooh.
That's cool.
So if you have bad net code, you could just be dead and would have had no warning. You never would have seen the person start firing. You might not even see the person pop up. Like you literally have like no. They call it the peeker's advantage, where the net code is in your favor if you're the one moving.
Right.
So what you're telling me is Ubisoft it.
Kinda, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean that's pretty much it. Is that they came up with this really great idea, and because of just some lame technical issues, they can't get it to work in their favor.
Well, they'll do what they always do. By the fourth game, it'll be a badass game.
Yeah, but then it'll get shitty again.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
If they make a fifth, it's gonna be dog shit.
Well,
'Cause
they're
gonna
not
try
tired of
something
it by then. So this is what they do. They like the first 3 games or so. They're all like not great games by themselves. But then when they take all of that and they smush it together, the fourth game is like really great. But by then you've already played the first 3 because everybody buys every new game that comes out, and you're tired of the series.
Well, see, I disagree with you there on the number. On the number only. So you take the Assassin's Creed series. Assassin's Creed 1 sucked. Assassin's Creed 2 was the best, arguably, of the series. And then it did these weird spin-offs into Brotherhood and Revelations, which were both... Brotherhood was pretty good. Revelations was a stinky dog turd. And then it went to Assassin's Creed 3, which was also a dog turd. And then it went to Black Flag, which was okay. And then they did all these other, like, Unity and... what are the Chronicles series that were different. But then Syndicate is a good Assassin's Creed game. Nobody agrees.
My big issue with the and this is kind of a problem with modern gaming as a whole, is that there's such an emphasis on graphical fidelity that you'll let your game your gameplay fall by the wayside.
Well, yeah, they just want it to look pretty.
Like, I don't need ambient occlusion in Rainbow Six Siege. I need to be able to know when I'm going to get headshot.
You don't need. You
can't show off gameplay in an E3 trailer.
Right. Well, I mean, but if the game is chugging and making people's experience worse because the graphical fidelity is too high, you're sacrificing gameplay, which is the whole point of a video game, for something that looks really pretty. Like, Counter-Strike is a great example, and this might be a good segue. It is a great example of a game that does not sacrifice graphical fidelity, doesn't sacrifice graphical fidelity or vice versa, gameplay for graphical fidelity.
Yeah.
I agree. So, real quick, Devin, this is a perfect segue. Devin, name the game. We don't need to talk about it.
Oh, The Forest.
The Forest.
Early access Steam game.
I don't know about it, so talk about it. Now we got to talk about it because I don't know what it is.
It was an early access Steam game. It's a survival game, and the story's really cool. As with I got it in a Humble Bundle. Every time you talk about an early access game, you have to realize the game is not complete, and there's going to be little bullshit that happens while you're playing it. But I'm very intrigued by the story. You're on an airplane and you crash on this mysterious island, and some cannibals steal your kid. And so it's a survival game in the sense.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and you have to make shelter. You have to figure out. You have like a little survival book that was like your kids. Like, I guess you were going camping or something like that. And it has different plants in it. Some plants will poison you, some won't. And it's your typical. It's a survival game, just like any other survival game where you craft your shit and try and stay alive, but there's a story element to it. So as you explore this island, you're trying to get your kid back. And I've been kind of having fun with it. And I'm not a big survival game fan. I mean, other than like Minecraft, I've never really gotten into like Ark or any of the other survival games, but I'm enjoying this one.
I tried Ark. It was okay. And my game of the week, so game of the week video that you're seeing is Overwatch. So we'll go ahead and skip that. Everybody knows what Overwatch is. Blizzard's new game. Awesome first-person shooter. But let's go back to what Sam, I believe you said, was the segue into this, which was Counter-Strike Go. So Counter-Strike Go is under a lot of fire right now. And I'm sure a lot of you, if you're listening to us, you've probably seen a lot of the YouTube videos. And it was actually YouTubers that broke this recent story. So a couple weeks ago, Valve is being in a class action lawsuit for gambling on Counter-Strike Go. And so there's these sites where people gamble their skins to be able to sell them for real money, right? So the skins are worth the value. You open up a loot crate or whatever stupid thing they call it in the game, and you get a skin for your gun. That skin equates to a real dollar value. And there are these websites that are letting kids, I want to say, so 13-year-olds and above is what they suggest, but there's no real limit. You essentially tie your account to it, and then from there, you can then bet the skins that you have, right?
Yeah.
So what recently broke is YouTubers, I think it was Honor for All, I want to say is their name, did some research, and two of the bigger YouTubers and Twitch streamers, Pro Syndicate and TMartin, were advertising a certain Counter-Strike gambling website called CSGO Lottery. And what they found is that what Honor for All found is that they actually owned it. So TMartin and Pro Syndicate owned that website. And so I want to let everybody discuss this before we go too much further into it, because I have my thoughts on it. And I have, what my opinion would be, but I want to talk to some of our guests. So what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think it's relevant? Do you think it's something that, we should be talking about? What do you guys think on this whole gambling issue?
I want to go broad real quick before we get specific and say that this is another example of internet content or media tightening into a more predictable form. Just like what we see with YouTube making certain rules about bullying, which has been a recent kind of subject, and all this kind of stuff. It's like we're in the Wild West, and this is one of those events that makes everybody feel like they were in New York. Where there's rules and there's structure, and in order to get a certain way, you have to. And these are the kind of the speed bumps that we're still going over in this kind of Wild West scenario. If that makes any sense.
No, I absolutely agree. And I absolutely think the internet is still the Wild West, and there's a lot of avenues that are being exploited that need tightening up. So
exactly.
And for me, it's a good thing, because if the internet doesn't police itself, and we all can't kind of come to a consensus about what is acceptable practice on the internet or not, the government's just going to get involved, and there's not going to be such thing as like an anonymous forum board or something and I believe it's advantageous to have those things. So I'm okay with this kind of coming to light, and YouTubers who are more media minded, bringing to light some of this shit that goes on. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. My big worry, maybe not with this, because this is a pretty slimy kind of scenario.
Yeah.
But my big thing is, part of me is sad to see the kind of Wild West mentality go. Because if you're strong-willed enough and you're smart enough, it's a really nice place to be, because you have a lot of freedom. And the idea that legislation's going to be made, this, among other things, will be punished by a higher power, is kind of a scary one. But again, in this particular instance, it's like, this guy's a dirtbag and needs to be punished, or both these guys are dirtbags and they need to be punished for their crimes,
But the problem is that it breaks every law around this type of stuff. So one, it breaks the FTC laws of advertising something like false advertising. So they're saying, oh my God, look at this channel. Look at this thing. I just won $16,000.
Yeah,
But
that's my biggest problem with it. Like, to get a tiny bit off topic, I don't know if you guys are even like remotely sports fans, but do you guys remember those websites that popped up like 2 years ago, like the FanDuel and the DraftKings, the like the daily fantasy
the
sports.
exact same problem.
Yeah, and it was that thing of like, this is popular, people like this, and it's like, hey, that's great. But when they're like, oh yeah, this isn't gambling.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, it's gambling. And I imagine
but that's the thing about it, is that they can't exist if it is gambling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't take place on a reservation where that's legal. It's or Nevada. It's like
and that's one of those things. If they just came out and they were like, hey, this is a gambling thing, like, okay, what can we do to exist? And there are people out there that be like, yeah, totally. You do this, this, and this. People that are willing to help you do it the correct way.
Right.
And that's what those YouTubers weren't doing. If they just came out and they were like, hey guys, I started this cool website. Here's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me show you how it works.
And made the age limit on the website not 13.
Yeah.
Made it 18.
Yeah. We wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't say it's an age limit, it's an age recommendation. So that's
right, which is worse.
The sad thing.
Yeah, it's so much worse.
Right.
That's the like, hey, don't do anything while I'm gone.
Hey kid, take this cigarette. You're 9, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
I recommend you don't smoke it, but here's a lighter. Look how fun it is!
But okay, so the crazy thing is, these guys are streaming or creating a YouTube video of them doing this on that site, and totally not saying at all. They don't have any kind of disclaimer. They don't have any kind of preface to say that, hey, I actually own this. I started this website, and TMartin, who is Trevor Martin, is the person that submitted for the licensing for this. And the sad thing is that, so Honor for All caught this, then H3 or whatever, they picked it up too, which is a little bit bigger than the first guy. And so they started talking about this, and then TMartin goes back and says, well, when I did that video, I was just testing the waters to make sure that, it's something that I wanted to do, and, it was really legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did that creepy thing of going back into the descriptions and re-editing it so it said that it was sponsored.
It's so fucking sketchy.
Yeah,
it's just greedy, and he's a kid. He's a kid who has way too much money to play around with, and he's doing the greedy little kid thing and trying to get as much as he can. Like Philip DeFranco brought this topic up, and I don't know how you feel about him, but he made a good point that this guy had enough money from his YouTube channel, from his streaming. He had enough. He didn't need to do this. It was nothing but sheer greed that brought him to the point where he's like, I need, the millions I'm making off of my 9 million subscribers on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not enough. I need to start a gambling website and use my YouTube videos to fund that gambling service
and promote
to make even more money. So I'm picking up the ad revenue on the damn videos, and then I'm also stealing 13-year-olds' hard-earned skins and money or whatever.
Yep.
On the other end.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's real money involved at any point in this other than when you purchase the keys to open the crates. Right?
That's not true.
You can sell it on the Steam Marketplace. So when you go to the Steam Marketplace, you have the skin. It's an item in your Steam inventory, and it will show you an average of what that skin is selling for. And some of them sell for $8,000.
Yeah, but I thought you could only sell it for Steam credits. You can't sell it for cash, correct?
You can transform Steam credits into real money at a loss.
Oh, okay. All right. No, okay. That makes sense.
But there are also other websites that will pay out actual, just straight cash.
Kind of like Bitcoin. You can use Bitcoins to get real currency.
Or like gachapons in Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I like to think of it like Pokemon cards. It's paper, it's almost worthless. but we've assigned some kind of value to it. So people will actually go out of their way to pay ridiculous amounts of money for something that's negligible.
Right. Japan has this exact same system. So if you go to like an arcade over there, they've got all these games that spit out these coins, and they're jackpots, just like you get at, if you go to Vegas or whatever.
Right.
And you can't turn those coins in for money. You just win the coins. But then you go next door to the shop next door, and they buy the coins from you for real money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's all run by the Yakuza. It's like, it's completely like, organized crime, shady shit going on.
Yeah.
How else are you going to launder your money, Devin? Other than gachapons. So
Gachapons.
The shitty thing. Say
Yeah,
that again.
that helps.
Laundromats. You just put them in the laundry and then it launders it for you.
Yeah, you clean it and then you can use it.
Same with car washes.
Car washes work just as effectively.
Yeah.
This guy got it.
Yeah, you just fill a minivan full of loose ones, send it through with all the windows down, clean money.
Look at all this money.
Yeah.
Huh?
So speaking of that, hold on, Devin. Hold on. Before we go on, I want to talk about actually washing money because I
before we get back on topic, let's get further off.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So there's an actual study that on 90% of U.S. currency has traces of cocaine.
You're welcome.
So it might be
that's
smart.
Why I just suck on dollar bills all day. Like I pop in a new bill every hour or so.
That's advisable.
So last episode you weren't vaping, you were sucking on dollar bills.
That's exactly what that was. I have a problem. I need an intervention.
No, he would stick a dollar bill in his mouth and then vape.
Yeah.
Dude.
Breathe in the cocaine with the vape juice.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my mind is blown. All right,
I could have peanut butter pie flavored dollar bills. Cocaine dollar bills.
Hell yeah.
Disgusting.
That's so MLG.
That is MLG.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting. You guys are disgusting.
That's living right there.
Yeah.
All right, Devin, go on topic.
So back on topic.
Back on topic, the third season of Breaking Bad, I feel like.
All right, so pedophile.
Nobody that I've seen is really giving Valve any shit at all in this. And it comes down to they're the ones that are really making money off this because you have to pay $250 to get a key to open a case in the first place.
Yeah.
And if they did anything, like it would be as simple as blocking you from being able to link to the third-party Lotto websites. And then this whole system would be gone. If you can't link those to Steam, then there's nothing that they could do. Right. But if you do that, then there's no reason for 90% of the people to play CSGO.
Yeah. Well, in the H3 video, they talked about Valve's getting sued for it.
Yeah, they're under a class action lawsuit right now.
Yeah.
What I mean is they're getting sued, but
you mean like from the community?
The community. Everybody's upset about these two jerk-offs on YouTube that, put together this shady website, but, without Valve not shutting down the ability to link it, then Valve is the ones that are really kind of complicit in this, in my opinion.
Well, I guess it goes on to, first off, how you feel about them letting their media reach outside of their purview, and how you feel about microtransactions and that kind of thing in the first place. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but CSGO is free, right?
Free to play?
Free to play. And then the only money that you make off of that game is from this skin system.
Yeah, the cosmetics.
I don't think it's
which
free to
I
play.
completely agree with.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not game breaking. But you're right in the idea that maybe they shouldn't let this economy go outside of their purview or outside of their control. But again, they stand to make more money, so I can kind of see why they went at it. Like, Valve has never said to anybody, we want to make less money.
No one's ever said that.
Nobody at Valve has been like, money? Nah.
It's fine.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
they don't even need to do that. Like, all they need to, and they've done it in the past. I'm trying to think what the example I read was. where somebody had some linking service and they put a ban on it. I can't remember.
That'd be interesting to look up because I've never heard of anything like this before, but I'm not a huge Valve fan. Maybe that's why Valve is so impervious, though, is because there are a lot of diehard fucking Valve people.
I think, to your point of like why no one's going after them, it's because no one wants to upset Lord Gaben and those companies.
Yeah, he's the king of the internet.
Because a lot of people live on Steam.
Yeah. No one wants to bite the hand that feeds them.
Exactly.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Well, he is the king of the internet.
We can throw a couple YouTubers, which we probably don't like anyway. You know, I mean, I watched a couple of their videos, and there's some annoying fucks. We can throw them under the bus, but Gabe and Steam sales and all that kind of stuff. Well, we like them, so we don't want to talk about what their part in this is.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends on where you go. Because in my circle, everybody and their sister would blame Valve. But I can see where there's a place elsewhere that wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole because they love Valve so much. And they want Half-Life 3.
Yeah.
But how?
Yeah, they're just holding out hope for a game that's never coming.
Right, never, ever, ever coming out.
Well, it'll come out, and then everyone will be little hipsters and be like, it wasn't worth
the time.
So I kind of disagree with you guys on blaming Valve because it's no different than the YouTube debacle that we all deal with fair use shit. So YouTube kind of, they know fair use is a problem, but they're just going to say, it's not my problem, you guys deal with it. So kind of the same, obviously we're talking two very different things, but why? I mean, they're not the ones that are causing the problem. It's the people who are exploiting the options that they're giving that are causing the problem. So I don't agree with blaming Valve as the issue.
I think it goes back to that original big idea of like, there's this process ongoing that we're living through right now where these systems are tightening up. Both of them. Mm-hmm. And everybody feels the pressure from that, and they don't know where to put their energy, I guess. I'm more with YouTube than these fucking assholes who are gambling, but even Valve and YouTube are, right now they're facing two big problems. YouTube is facing the problem of people getting abused, not violently, but pretty maliciously, and they're trying to do something about it. So they're thinking of legislation. And then Valve has this economy that's gotten out of their hands, and people are exploiting and making a lot of money from, and they're also benefiting from it. And people are pressuring them to make legislation to fix this problem. Both parties are experiencing this issue of, all right, the Wild West is over. We need to figure out how the fuck we're going to regulate this whole mess and stop assholes from taking advantage of it.
But here's the thing, though. They're a giant, big-ass company, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If any other company in America found out that somebody was exploiting one of their products to basically cheat money out of children, they would have it shut down so fucking fast because it makes them look bad, right? The reason that they haven't done it is because they're making money from it. Blizzard shuts down, private servers for WoW because people are wanting to play vanilla WoW because somebody took their game and is using it in a way that they're not cool with. And they have every right to do that. It's their intellectual property, right? Yeah. So any other country in America, if they found out that some people were using their product to facilitate gambling and, let's just be honest, marketing it mostly to teenagers. I think that's fair to say. Not mutually, it's not completely teenagers, but it's definitely geared towards a younger crowd with disposable money. If any other company found out that somebody was using their product to market gambling for children, basically, they would have it shut down so fucking fast. But That's what Valve makes their money off of right now. And a lot of people don't realize this exact same system is set up on Team Fortress 2. And it's set up on, what's the other game I'm thinking of? They've got 3 games that have microtransactions that have items worth money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well,
anyway,
I mean...
That's the point that everybody's missing, is that the reason they haven't done anything up to this point is because they made a shit ton of money off of it.
Well, and kind of to prove your point, other companies do that. It's just when they get in trouble, they fix it.
Yeah.
Like an example, John Oliver did a piece on child labor.
Yeah.
Of like Walmart and the Gap outsourcing to other countries. And then the other country, the companies there would outsource to companies that weren't as reputable and would hire children and have child labor and wouldn't keep up with safety regulations and all that kind of stuff. The Gap didn't give a fuck until it became a problem for them.
Yeah.
And I think same thing with Valve. They didn't give a fuck, and now it's a problem. So they'll probably fix it.
Well, shit, you got 400 billion, little 13-year-old kids spending $250. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it either.
Right.
I don't care what you do with the
until
skin.
it becomes a PR nightmare, and then you have to backpedal from it. But we'll make money up until it goes south.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we'll figure out a way to make ourselves look like the good guy, win people's trust back, and then fuck up again somewhere down the road.
Yeah,
and luckily for them, we live in such a society where it's like everyone focuses their hatred on something until that company goes, okay, sorry, we fixed it, and then everyone whoosh, focuses on something else.
Yeah.
It's that internet tidal wave of...
Yep.
Attention.
But I mean...
3-second attention span.
Can I bring something up?
Sure.
No.
That ties into this? Yes or no? You both run the show. One's voted yay and one's voted nay.
Yeah. This has been very interesting. Go for it.
Okay. H3H3 is a great example of what I like to see in the Wild West.
Yes.
He is like a sheriff, a good sheriff.
A white hat.
Not a corrupt
he's a white hat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sheriff. And there are a lot of guys like that. I would say iDubbbz is like that. I would say Philip DeFranco has that in him. I would say there's a list, a small
Jim
list.
Sterling is like that.
Yeah, of people who are willing to be like the white blood cells of YouTube and start to pick off toxins like these two fuckfaces.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I would prefer that over YouTube getting involved. The
community policing itself is ultimately the best outcome.
Yes.
I'm lamenting the tendency of YouTube to start tightening that noose with very vague changes to the policy.
Algorithms.
The terms and conditions policy. Where, okay, what is bullying? What is sexual harassment? What is they put out these terms, and like sexual harassment you can make a better case for than bullying.
Or hate speech.
Because you can say H3H3 is bullying Syndicate and TMartin.
Oh, sure.
But he should be doing that because those guys are fucking assholes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's like free speech. It goes the other way where the assholes can fuck with other people like the Leafies of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah.
You know? And maybe it's because I'm not a woman or a child, but I like it because I can keep up with it, and I like the aggression of it. You know, I like you're responsible for what you say, and it's not going to be the cops knocking down your door. It's everybody on the internet is going to hate shit your fucking material until you cry and go away for a while, you know?
Yes. Yeah, there's something very appealing about righteous indignation.
Sure.
But I like
somebody just get so pissed off because something is wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
But I like that we're in control of it.
Yeah.
Like the collective we, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just you two. You guys are
just us.
Yeah, like
You
if people
and
could
me.
come to us, be like, "So Syndicate, he's a fucking asshole." We'll be like, "Yeah. Go firestorm his channel."
Yeah.
Unleash the
Much
hounds.
dislikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear you guys. But that's going to do it. So we are at our time, unfortunately. Thank you, miserable hair people. It has been awesome, guys.
Hey, thank you so much for
yeah.
having us on, man. You guys
Yes,
are cool.
thank
dudes.
you so
I'm
much.
glad we didn't scare you off in the beginning. I know we can be pretty hard to handle.
No, we
I say
try to
we.
be-
Kevin's great. I'm the one that's hard to handle.
we try to, mellow it down for our guests, but we can get pretty rowdy. No, I'm just
Hashtag butt fucking children.
Yeah, there you go.
there we go. But to be honest, it's been awesome, guys. So everybody listening, if you're still listening, check out these guys' channel. These guys are two funny mother truckers. That's right. I almost went there, guys. You thought I was going to say it, huh?
Snap.
Yeah.
You
Snap.
almost said other lovers.
Mother lovers. And then if you have a comment on what you think about this whole Counter-Strike Go nonsense, leave it in the comments below. Be sure to check out some of the other shit we got on our channel. And that's going to do it. So thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Devin.
And this is Bob.
We want to thank you for watching the video. If you like what you watch, make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the channel as well.
Be sure to check out some of our other videos that are appearing on your screen as we speak.